Hello everyone, I'm just going to do a quick trade recap on the pound dollar. I got into it last night and or early this morning and took profit on it just a little bit ago. I used a limit order which worked out pretty well actually. So we'll get into it. Starting a new little uptrend potentially on the daily chart. Overall, we're, in a pretty gnarly downtrend with periods of consolidation, but most recently, we're kind of starting on a little uptrend, breaking past and closing above these previous highs and consolidating above them. If we move it down to like the 4-hour chart, well, I actually marked up a level on here. So we had broken up and closed above this level, these levels here. So I had that level marked, and I also had this level marked right around here, which happened to be pretty much the close of this candle here. So I just kind of tighten that up a little bit, pretty much put it on the top of that high wick that broke out of this lower structure here. So that was kind of my main level I was looking at. Confluence wise, there were some nice areas of confluence. We have that kind of structure level that held, numerous times. Couldn't really get a close above that on the 4-hour chart, and many wicks just finally tagging it. When it did break above it, it came back down, retested it here, and then moved higher. Fib wise, I took this little you got the low here, up, yeah, right around there you got the 61.8. If you do just kind of the main impulse move that broke out of there, broke out of this consolidation zone, you got the 78.6 right there as well. Had kind of a little minor trend line area here as well, a consolidation lower trend line, and so I kind of had this little zone marked out here that I was kind of looking to get long. Tighten this up a little bit here. I knew I was looking, probably kind of somewhere around in here. I wanted these levels tested. I have two fibs right here. I have that structure level. And sorry about that. Anyways, I had several things of confluence here. So I actually just put a limit order in. You can see my entry, my limit order was, I can't actually remember what I put in for limit order. I'm pretty sure it was 1.2840 even. So just kind of right around these levels, in between these levels. I got filled actually at a better price. This spike down must have been pretty, fast or quick. Because usually if I use a limit order, I get pretty much filled right on the, the level or the limit order. But I actually got a couple pips better, I believe, or right around a pip or so. Better price for this. So that was right, let's see here, 38.9, I believe, was my entry. And I'll just change that there so we can see it better. So that was my entry. Stop wise, I figured obviously the reason why I'm getting into this trade right here, is number one, the confluence, and number two, I expected buyers to reemerge in the market, at this level of confluence. If not here, certainly, down a little bit more into this structure level here. So I really didn't have that large of a stop. I kind of just took it right around 30 pips, which is my usual stop loss. Um, I believe I had it right at 1.28, which was a little bit more than uh, my usual, but not much. Um, that was, let's see here, around a 38 pip stop, more or less 40 pips. Um, so that was my initial stop. Target wise, obviously, I have some longer term targets up, on the daily chart, but I didn't really want to swing trade this. I'm not too sure that it's finished consolidating. I am looking to potentially trade this, up into the top of this range here. But so, maybe somewhere around kind of that level there, just to kind of give people a ballpark estimate. But like I said, I'm not convinced that it's finished consolidating. If you kind of look at the daily chart, it's stepping down in just that typical consolidation pattern or fashion. So it may take off from here, and I may have missed that opportunity. If that's the case, then you can enter on a retest. But for just today, I was looking to just grab a few pips off of this, and I had a couple of targets in mind. I took the fib. Let me clean this up a little bit here. Don't need these larger fibs there right now. I had a couple of targets in mind that I was going to watch how price was going to react around. And kind of somewhere up around in here, I had another little target. We'll just say about right there. Right around here was, obviously the 78.6 fib retracement, and a couple of levels. We had a little level that sellers stepped in and drove price down. So I was looking to take profit right around there. So you can see that's kind of where I took profit at. Let me bring up this again here to get my exit price. 29.19, 1.2919 was where I took profit at. $29, and actually I meant to take profit at that 78.6, but I was busy at the time, and I just stepped away, and I saw, the spike up and kind of starting to get rejected from these levels here, sellers potentially reemerging. So actually on this quick spike up here on the second hourly candle, I believe, no, that's not where it must have been, somewhere around in here on a lower time frame that I took profit. But because obviously sellers did emerge from this level, potential day trading profit takers just like me or whatever. That 4 hour, top of that consolidation flag bull flag or whatever you want to call it, you know, is just above that. So that's a possible target as well. Bulls are kind of stepping back in here, but you know, so that was a quick 80 pips. I got filled while I was sleeping. I woke up this morning about 4 o'clock and saw that I was filled and well in profit already. Um, Hardly took any drawdown, which is always nice, and for a limit order, uh, that was nice as well. So if you have any questions about this, let me know, and take care.